It has become a truism of the Trump era that the political divisions that have polarized the U.S. electorate have, on a micro scale, torn families apart. Around Christmas and Thanksgiving, newspapers in the U.S. abounded with advice columns on how to deal with the horror of Trump voting. Relatives. We are all supposedly straining to burst our filter bubbles. Less remarked on is the power of Trump to bring families together. Donald Trump's views on Britain show him up for the narcissist he is. Jonathan Friedland read more. I mention this because my cousin, a left-leaning poet who lives in Chicago and who's long been at loggerheads with Republicans in our family, has been visiting me in New York this week. She reminded me that unity against a common enemy can have a powerful effect. With Trump in the White House, everyone she knows, including the Republican sibling she had been bickering with about politics for decades, is suddenly and peculiarly on the same side. Around the dinner table, this is surely a good thing, but it strikes me that, in a broader context, it carries significant risks. The left has been invigorated by Trump, but the warping effect of his presidency has the power to push us all rightwards. When we talk about normalization and Trump, we are referring to the scary possibility that his antics may one day cease to appall. There is an even scarier long-range scenario, however, in which what Trump normalizes are right-wing Republicans who, held up against his standards, suddenly seem the epitome of reasonable. I find myself actively nostalgic these days for Mitt Romney's quaint version of crazy, the dog on the car roof, the 14% income tax, but at least we knew what his tax return looked like, both of which, compared to Trump, seem very mild offenses indeed. When Trump goes, the next Republican candidate will merely have to be sane to qualify as an immeasurable improvement. The magic roundabout. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Central Park's carousel is the best $3 you can spend in the city if you don't require caffeine. Photograph, Sharab, Alamy. While my cousin was in town, we took our kids to the carousel in Central Park, the biggest of the carousels run by the New York Parks Department, and the best $3 you can spend in the city if you don't require caffeine.